Good morning. I'm going to share out really quick, and then we're going to get started with day 2 of raising your money vibrations. Hope you guys enjoyed day 1. If you didn't catch it, you can actually go back to my timeline, I believe, on Facebook, on my business page, and you can catch day 1. So what I do periodically is I do what's called a 5-day marathon, and I pick a topic that I feel will, be valuable to you as you're building your salon business and your salon career. And I talk about it for 5 days in a row. And so we're in our marathon session now. I'm sharing this out to my other uh, platforms really quick, and then we're going to get rocking and rolling. If you came on and you saw day 1, put me in the comments. Just want to know how many of you are on with us a second time. I'm actually signing on now with Periscope, and we're going to get rocking and rolling. So couple things before we get started. I want to do a quick introduction, and I want to share some house business with you guys, and then go right into what's going to really help you shift your money vibrations. And then I want to talk about, well, let me do that first. So your money vibration is your energy, your thoughts, and the actions behind what you're doing. And they all affect your earning potential, how you spend money, and also how you invest money. And it starts with those thoughts, right? It definitely starts with your thinking. And your thinking, your first day on Periscope. Hi, how are you? Oh, I do have one more platform that I want to sign on with. And I almost forgot. How can I forget Instagram? I've been getting some great connections on Instagram here lately, and just kind of excited about what I'm able to do for my Instagram followers. So I don't even know if I'm going to put a topic in for Instagram. Yeah, I know what I'll put in there. We'll just make it simple. I just put the word money. How about that? Hope you guys are doing well on today. First of all, a quick introduction. Tanya Wilson Cherry. Hey, Carrie, how are you, dear? Beauty business consultant and certified life coach. We're talking about raising your money vibrations. And your money vibrations, as I said, is your energy, your actions, your thoughts, where you're aligned. And it all affects your spending, how you spend money, how you earn money, and how you invest it. And so I'm going to be sharing some principles, some things for you guys to think about, and most of all, some things that I had to overcome myself, some limiting beliefs, maybe because of what I'd been taught either as a child or what I had experienced or what everyone around me was thinking. And so I want to talk about some things that, we have to overcome, or that may be limiting us from our next level of exceptional in our salon careers. I was sharing with you guys that I'm a consultant for hairstylists and salon owners just like yourself, right? I've probably been in just about every scenario as you all who are coming on, from a commissioned stylist to a booth renter to a salon owner. And so I've been in the industry for 24 plus years, and I've pretty much seen the industry go up in different levels and change and grow. And I'm just here to share some of my experiences and to help hairstylists and salon owners to create amazing brands. You'll hear me talking about branding a lot. I absolutely, positively love branding. The aspect of branding that I've learned, not the websites, the logos, and, the pretty pictures, but, really figuring out the DNA, the inside, the internal aspects of a salon's brand or a stylist brand. I help my clients to find vision clarity and clarity on their brand, and those two things cause them to soar. Guys, how much, when you think about like maybe if you're planning a trip or you know that you want to go somewhere, but you haven't determined where it is that you want to go, how long do you think it's going to take you to get there? Right? If you know you want to go on a trip and you get in the car and you're not sure where you want to go, how long do you think it's going to take you to get there? Most oftentimes, when you don't know where it is that you want to go, if you just got in that car, you may settle with a destination because you got tired. You got tired of running into things and saying, okay, this is not it. This is not it. This is not it. And so I help my clients to, find clarity. It's huge, it's powerful for your career, because at that space, you can then begin to create a strategy that will help you to see massive growth in your salon career. You'll be able to measure and say, man, I've done so much more in a year's time than I've done in the last 10 years, simply because I've gotten clear. And so that's one of the things that I help my hairstylists and salon owner clients do, to create amazing brands and lifestyles that they love. I operate from a full circle perspective. I teach mindset, personal development, and business building for your salon. I truly believe that, our personal life rolls over into our business, and even more so, our mindset and our thinking is what dictates, everything we do every single day. And so a piece of house business before I get rocking and rolling on day 2 of raising your money vibrations. I am hosting a live event for salon owners or aspiring salon owners in Raleigh, North Carolina on September the 23rd. I'm super excited about that, guys. I get to come from behind the computer, for one, and, make connections on a different level and really be able to help people, on a more personal, individualized, in your face opportunity. So I'm excited about that. For as much as I love my group coaching programs that I do virtually, I also realized when I gave my last event that I kind of missed, being right in the presence of the salon professionals. And so I'm excited about that. I'm going to be teaching team building strategies, helping salon owners and hairstylists who are aspiring to be salon owners to get really, really clear on their vision, and then giving them strategies to make that happen. So I had space for 10, hey dear, how are you? Salon owners to enjoy what's called a power hour with me prior to the event. So I'll be working a little deeper with those specific salon owners who take advantage of the power hour or the VIP opportunity. It's $175 for the VIP opportunity. You get the power hour and the 3 hours in the event for only $175. And for those of you who are joining us for the event, regular admission is only $97. And you guys can get your tickets at renewfullcircle.com/maximize, renewfullcircle.com/maximize. I'm excited about that. And so for those of you who've been contemplating, you're watching me, you've seen, the advertisement, what is it that's holding you back, right? What is it that you question about your next level? I'd love to help you align fully with what's going to help take you there. And on today, our broadcast is probably going to do a lot of that for you as well. So we're talking about raising your money vibrations. So your vibrations are your thoughts, what you think, and those things are every single day dictating the actions that you do or don't take in your business. And so oftentimes I hear hairstylists and salon owners say, clients are cheap, right? And no one is paying me for my services. Clients are cheap and no one is paying me for my services. Now, this is going to be a little heavy, right? Because believe it or not, guys, I said that before. When some years ago, we were supposedly in a recession, and everybody, it was on the news, and everybody I was talking to, they were just saying how people weren't spending any money, and clients weren't getting their hair done anymore. And now the words that are coming out of the mouth of stylists, absolutely. And now the phrase is YouTube and all those other external things that we allow to keep us from actually maximizing and really profiting in our career. And it's oftentimes, what we're thinking. So we're vibrating on this level that says, if you're vibrating on the level that says, clients are cheap and no one's going to pay me, how much action do you feel you're going to put behind getting someone to come into your business, whether it's staff or whether it's a client? How much action do you think you'll really take if what you believe is that clients are cheap and no one's going to pay you for your services? So I want to debunk, yes, I want to debunk that particular myth on today. And I want to tell you guys this, and this is unfortunate. Hey, Sojo, how are you, dear? I didn't ask you guys, but if you're on with me, please share the broadcast out with your followers. If I say something that helps your business or life throughout the broadcast, tap the screen for hearts, show a little love, and make sure that you share it. Thank you for inviting your followers, beloved. I appreciate that. So this is one thing that, it's kind of hard, but it's true. So most people want more, right? But they want to do less. Most people want more, but they want to do less. And you guys just remember what I said, and it's all going to connect back, okay? So instead of thinking clients are cheap and no one's going to pay me for my services, you guys have to realize that there are basically two types of customers, right? There are customers who are always looking for a deal. They don't want it if it's not a deal involved, if it's not, cheap, right? And then there are customers who are value-based customers. So it's not that they aren't price conscious, the second type of customer, right? It's not that the second customer isn't price conscious. It's just that their first thought is they're looking for value, right? And so the more value, this is what I want you guys to change the thinking or the thoughts that you're having around clients being cheap and no one's going to pay you for your services. So change that thought to the more value I add, the more I get in return. The more value I add, the more I get in return. Because if you're consistently thinking clients are cheap, and we know, guys, there are people who are paying for salon services. There are people who are paying for just about any economic, product that you can think of, right? But the people who are looking for value, there's specific things that cause them to do those things. And one, because they see value. They see value. So you have to ask yourself, am I creating, and paying big money too? Absolutely. Am I creating enough value for the people that I choose to serve, or for the income that I, choose to make, or how I want to see my business grow? It's a question you have to ask yourself. So I want you to switch it from, clients are cheap and no one's going to pay me for my services, to, am I creating the value that would actually attract the people, right, that are going to pay me what, that will help to match the goals that I have for my life and my business. Remember, I said there are two types of customers. So if you're attracting that customer who only wants a deal, there are some things that you have to ask, yourself. Am I creating enough value for those customers who are really willing to pay me for my value? We're debunking, limiting beliefs and things that are holding us back and keeping us from vibrating high as it relates to our money, right? So and this isn't going to be a long broadcast. These are going to be short, impactful broadcasts all week long. We are on day 2, have 3 more to share with you guys. So your goal is going to be to learn what customers value. Learn what customers value. What does value mean to a customer? So let me give you guys an example. If you think about someone who really values their time, their overall wellness, convenience, the integrity of their hair, where they spend their time, right? Because most of the customers who are going to pay you for value, because they are out there, when we say phrases like nobody is going to pay me for my services, or all clients are cheap, we've pretty much eliminated the opportunity, to go to our next level. right? Because you're never going to do what you don't believe. You won't do the action needed to align with the clients who are willing to pay you, right? So let's think about it like this. If there was a client who was looking for, they valued their time, they valued their overall wellness, they value convenience, they value the integrity of their hair and where they spend their time. Are you aligned with that, right? So are you able to fulfill your commitment as a stylist, right? And get customers in and out of the salon in a timely fashion, right? Because people pay for value. These are things that people who are looking for value when they come to, a great salon are looking for. And then you ask yourself, am I being educated on how to maintain the integrity of the client's hair? A person who has all of those values, as opposed to someone who's just looking for price, they value two totally different things. They're looking for two totally different things. And so the goal is for you to become, right? The goal is for you to align on the level of the person who's going to pay you for value and not just looking for a deal. Do you guys get that? So in raising your vibrations on today, guys, I want you guys to really think about switch it. First of all, there are plenty of clients. There's no lack of clients. There's no lack of resources, right? There's no lack of staff. There's no lack of money, right? There's no lack of any of those things. And so the question always becomes, what do I need to do to align fully so that I am attracting those clients who will pay me for value, right? What do I need to do within my career that's going to bring more resources and money into my business? Because you limit yourself every single time you say there's lack, right? There's, the clients are cheap, and so if you're attracting cheap clients, we always have to go internal. You guys get that? That's how we raise our vibrations. We go internal and we ask ourselves, am I fully aligned? Do I even know what a client who is willing to pay me, right, for the value of my services? Am I aligned, my daily operations, my environment, the process that my clients go through from the time they find me, right, until the time they actually come to visit me? Am I aligned with that? And this helped me so much, guys, because, even my personal example, and this was just recent. And so this, raising your money vibrations and, focusing on your mindset, it's a consistent thing. And so for each level that you continue to go to, you're going to have to check, what vibration you're rocking out on, emotionally, energy, and your thoughts. And so for me, at the end of last year, I created a program and I knew that it was valuable, right? But this is what I told myself first. I said, nobody's going to invest in themselves on that level, right? So I did the exact same thing I'm telling you guys not to do. And then I caught myself because I realized that what was really transpiring for me was not that there weren't people who would invest in themselves on that level, but what it was, I knew I would have to operate at a higher version of myself. Y'all don't hear me. Y'all don't hear me. Because what very well may be holding you back and keeping you on a low vibration is what you feel you're going to be responsible for doing in order to create the value that's actually going to have someone pay you what you desire, right? So when I thought about it, I was like, okay, this is going to really require me to invest more time, more energy, and more dedication. And I realized that that's what was holding me back. I wasn't fully willing to align, right, with the level of value that would be required for me to actually have a program of that magnitude and have people, sign up, right? And instantly. So I caught the thought, and this is what we do when we're raising our money vibration. We're very aware of how we're thinking and what's actually holding us back. And I said, wait a minute, if you want to receive, a lot, then you have to give a lot. And so you guys remember at one time I said, You have to work smarter and not harder. And sometimes people think that working smarter and not harder means that you don't do anything. So people want more, but they want to do less. And working smarter and not harder doesn't necessarily mean that you aren't putting in work, right? You're just working smarter because you're dedicating that time to the right things that are actually going to give you a return. Absolutely. That are actually going to give you a return. And so I just had to fully align. And the moment that I aligned, literally a day or two later, I began signing people up like instantly. It was so um, easy, right, to enroll people in that program. But it was because I had fully aligned and agreed to operate at the highest version of myself. And so instead of saying clients are cheap, guys, because there are clients who are willing to pay you for the value of your service. And most oftentimes, that is what's transpiring. Most oftentimes, that is what's transpiring, right? One, you have to know the value of your service. And then you have to be willing to operate if you need to, operate at a higher version in order to make the exchange. So the difference in working smarter and not harder and someone who wants more but they want to do less, the person that's working smarter is not necessarily not doing anything. They're just giving a lot of value, right, to specific things that bring a return on investment quicker, sooner, faster. And so one of the ways you're welcome, you're so welcome. So one of the ways that this happens is, first of all, when we're business owners. And so there's a perceived value that the marketplace has for your business and your services before they ever come to do business with you. And most of that they're getting from, if you're on social media and you're marketing on social media, most of that perceived value is being generated from social media. So does your marketing message, the giving is the investment, the seed planted for the return? Absolutely. It's all about giving. So most people aren't willing to give. They want more, but they aren't willing to give more. And that is one of the easiest ways to vibrate very low as it relates to your money, right? That's to limit what you're willing to give, right? In exchange for what you desire. Guys, there were times when I struggled, when I learned that giving was such a huge principle, and I began to give more, I began to get more back in return, right? And you got to be careful whenever you're facing lack in your business or in your life. It can be really easy to say, because you're in such a space of need, right? And that's all you're focusing on and all you're concentrating on. It can be so easy to kind of hold back on your giving or your value, right? Or increasing your value. But as you operate at the highest version of yourself and as you increase your value, you will attract on a different level. So instead of saying clients are cheap and no one's paying me for my services, I want you guys to switch that and say the more value I add, the more I get in return, right? And then you have to find those people, right? You find those people who appreciate the value that you're giving, right? So learn what customers value. That's our tip for today. That's your action plan for today. Learn what it is that customers value. I named some customers that are willing to pay you for value. They value their time. They value their, most people are health conscious. Where are you located? I'm located in North Carolina. In North Carolina, beloved. Yeah, I'm in North Carolina, dear. Thank you for those hearts. I appreciate that. So they also value convenience. They value the integrity of their hair and where they spend their time. So let me give you guys a quick example and then we'll end off. So imagine you have two programs that you can invest in for your business, right? Both of those programs offer the strategy that you need, right? They both market to offer the strategy that you need. But this one program comes with music and fun, and it's a lot of entertainment going on, and people are partying. right? This one program, it has the strategy and those things. And then this other program has the strategy, but then they also have an amazing network of people who have answers to your next level, who, you know, can connect you to what you need for your next level, right? So a stylist or a salon owner who's really looking for value, which one do you think she would choose? Which one do you think she would choose? Because a person who's looking for value, they're looking for specific things. They're normally looking for things that are going to allow them to continue to grow. And so when I said your atmosphere, um, guys, do you know that even salon clients are looking for, who are paying for value, are also looking to be in an atmosphere that they can collectively grow in as well. So maybe there are other people who come there to have services done who they know they can form relationships with and continue to build in their life and their business, right? And so people who are looking for value, they want different things from people who are just looking for, you know, a deal. And I want you guys to remember that. And when you align yourself with it fully, the fact that clients are cheap, it won't even come out of your mouth, right? Because those aren't the clients that you'll be marketing to. Those aren't the clients who will even be attracted to what it is that you offer, right? Because you're going to attract on a different level, because you now changed and said, the more value I add, the more I get in return. The more value I add, the more I get in return. So I thank you guys. That is our Raise Your Money Vibrations session for today. Remember, clients are only cheap if that's who you're focusing on, right? If that's who your business aligns with. So what are the things that you may need to do to align and operate at a higher version of yourself so that you can attract a different customer, a different type of consumer? So if you're feeling like, you know, clients are cheap, nobody's wanting to pay me, just shift what you're saying, right? You're welcome, dear. Thank you so much. I appreciate all of the beautiful hearts. Thank you. And thank you for sharing with your followers. So guys, that's our Raise Your Money Vibrations for today. Shift it. Clients aren't cheap, not the ones that are attracted to your business. And I'm doing everything I need to do to align fully and add value, and therefore I get more in return. I'm doing everything I need to do to align fully and add value, and therefore I get more in return. You guys have a super, super amazing day. I will see you guys again on day 3, 11:30 on tomorrow. It's not too late. You can share the broadcast out. For those of you in the Raleigh and surrounding area, renewfullcircle.com/maximize, renewfullcircle.com/maximize for our Maximize Live session for salon owners and hairstylists. September the 23rd. Will you be in the room? Will you have a seat at the table? You guys have an amazing day.